Hey everyone, my name is Kaylin Shannon Straciner, and I'm going to show you a little bit about Scratch. Once you create your own personal account, this will be your login screen after you sign in. At the top you will see Create. That is where you can go and create your brand new coding project from scratch. You make everything your own. It's a little more trickier like this, but if you're just playing around, why not, and have some fun with it. I'm going to go back to the main screen. Scratch takes you back to your main screen. You can explore. Now, explore, you can see all the projects that are available for anyone to view. Once you view them, you can go on and play. You can share them. You can edit the codes, anything you would like. And then if you choose to edit the codes, then you can save it to your projects. I'll show you where that is in just a second. Ideas. Now this is great right here. This is where I have used the most. For me, coding was brand new when I started this class, so I was able to go here to ideas, and I was able to play around on this section and the activity guides before I actually got started on the assignment where we had to create our edit our Scratch, the Pong Starter assignment. So right here you can play around, you can become familiar with the different codes and how to make everything do different things. Excuse me. You can also print out your coding cards here. This is a great tool once you become more familiar with coding, and if you want to use it in your classroom. And then also some starter projects. I would recommend anybody that is new to coding to playing around with the starter projects before you just jump in and try to figure it out on your own. This right here is a good section, the About section for instructional coaches that may be trying to explain Scratch and coding to other teachers, or if you are using it in your own personal classroom, you can click on the info for parents, and you have a letter you can send home to your parents and with information about it. And then there's also information for other educators that you can use in your maybe PD or something like that when you're trying to introduce Scratch to them. Search bar, you can search any ideas, any projects that you may be looking for. I searched the Pong Starter because that's the activity we started off on. As you can see, the background. Well, first off, let me show you that several people have clicked on Pong Starter and they've remixed it, they've made it their own. So I'm not really sure which one was the original Pong Starter, but the Pong Starter I started off with had right here the blue background with the orange ball, and then I went in and made it my own. I'm going to show you, once you go to your name, you can see your profile, and My Stuff is where you're going to see where any projects you've started or worked on. Where I just clicked Create just a few minutes ago, I didn't even do anything. I just opened it up and exited back out, and it saved it to My Stuff. So anything you do is saved to your Stuff tab. Pong Starter Remix is what I did myself, and like I said a minute ago, it started off with a blue background with an orange ball. I chose to make it a basketball theme, so I'm going to show you inside my coding project. Here you can see all the different codes that I did. Any of the projects you click on, you can see the code and how they made it do what it's doing. This is real interesting to see all the different things you can make your characters do. On the side, here are all the characters, or all the things you can make your characters do. The movements, your appearance, the sound, events. This is the most important thing though right here. When the flag is clicked, that's your starting point. You want to make sure, because that when they click the green flag, that your code starts. So that's the very first thing you need to have on your page. You can change what the keys mean. You can change what buttons mean, what you want your ball to do. All the different things right here. There's so many options of things you can add. Costumes tab is where you can change your character. You can add characters. There are hundreds of characters you can pick. And sounds is what you can make them do. I chose to have mine to cheer like the audience or the crowds cheering for the team while they're playing basketball. Once you are done, you want to make sure that you save your project. Save now. You want to save it, make sure it's saved, and once it's saved, you can share it with other people. Save it. You can always find it under My Stuff, and you can share it with other people or with your students, and you can always go back in and make changes later if you decide you want to. Thanks for listening to my screencast on Sketch.